Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Sunday, so I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media. I'm going to be adding it into my little art journal, and I'm going to use some watercolor pencils, and I'm going to use this lovely napkin, which I just think is beautiful. So it's sort of like little hydrangea flowers, and I've ripped it in half. I've also sort of painted some little sort of hydrangea flowers to go. I mixed in it on mixed media paper just to go with the napkin, which I thought would be quite pretty to put on there. I've got a little butterfly, which is just a sticker that I stuck onto a piece of tissue paper, because I think that will probably be better to stick down, I'm hoping. And I just love this sort of like blue butterfly. This is from Decoupage. And a little thankful words and phrases. So I'm going to pop those to the side. Now I have already done the background, so it's all dry and ready. So it's just sort of like some book paper and some tea stain paper, very similar to what I normally do anyway, just to give it a background. I've also got a little bit of relief paste on there in little dots, so I thought that would look quite pretty. Now I've used, this is the condensed one, which is a relief paste, and I've just used the white gesso primer and also the matte medium, the Liquitex one. And I will be using this matte medium because it's a bit thicker, just to stick these little flowers on, because I think them mixed media paper, they're a little bit thicker, so I'm hoping they will stick on quite nicely. I thought they were quite pretty, so I thought we would colour it first. So I do have again my distressed oxide sprays, and also the little pencils here, the watercolor pencils, which are Arteza. So I'm trying to make sure we are in shot here, so that looks pretty good. So let's add a little bit of colour just to the little dotty bits. Let's pop these out of the way. So I'm going to have, let's start off with the lighter colour. So just give it a quick shake, just a little pink, just on here, just like that. Just blop it down. So I just want to just get a little bit of the colour on the back, like this. And then I will add a little bit of water to that. A little bit of the darker. Oopsie daisy. So these are Dusty Concord, this one. So this is just sort of like the darker purple. I'll pop that down the side here. Make a nice big mess. A little bit of water. Let's just give that a bit of a spray. And that purple might just be a little bit too dark. Let me just get a brush that around like that. Just a nice little background. There we go. Perfect. Let me just dab a little bit of that off. Perfect. Now I will go in, I think, just with a little bit of pink. These are watercolor pencils, which I quite like to use. Just a little bit of pink. I'm going to have the napkin down here, so I don't want that covered up too much. I'm going to pop a little bit of yellow in there as well, just to get a little bit of colour on the back. I'm going to use a different brush, I think. Just give a harder one, just to try and get some of this together. Better get the water out. Lovely. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, every time I flick this, I always make such a mess. I should really put some more paper down. I like these pinky colours. I think they go quite nicely. And a little bit of yellow, because I think there's a little bit of yellow in the napkin. So I'm just going to quickly dry that. Okay, perfect. Now let's stick on this napkin. Now I think I just want it to sort of go down the corner, that sort of idea, and then these little ones sort of like that. So let's just, what shall we do? I think I'm just going to stick it down and then just get rid of the rest on the side. So let's pop a little bit of matte medium down, get that stuck on. Just stick it down. Oops. Really pretty napkin this is, isn't it? There we go. See if I can tear this off nicely. Probably would have been easier when it's a little bit drier and just rip it off. But I will just pull that down, get my arm out of the way. Perfect. Let's pop a little bit more of this on here. Okay, I'm just going to quickly dry that, just a quick blast. Perfect. Let's just take my scissors and let's just make sure this is all a little bit tidy. There we go. Lovely. That dry? I think that's pretty dry. Now, shall we just go along this little edge? What should I do it with? A little bit of purple. Just like that. Just down here. Let's go for a little bit of darker. Go. Now I need to, what I didn't bring was my bowl for my water. Let me just pop some, oopsie daisy, pop some on here. Just go along. Don't think I want to go for my black Stabilo today. I don't think that will work, because I wanted this to be a little bit prettier without the harsh black bits on it, so we shall see. Let's go for a little bit darker on here. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I think these will look really pretty. Now what did I do with them all? Just popped on to give it a little bit of sort of a dimension on here. That's why I did those. I think it looks quite nice, doesn't it? Or do you think it looks too much like the same colour? I might actually put a bit more yellow on here. Let's just shake this. Just needs it brightening up behind, I think. Maybe a bit over these little dotty bits. Little spray. Oops. Just make it go down that way a bit. Oh, I quite like that. Very bright. I don't know why I'm very into yellow, aren't I? I keep using lots of yellow at the moment. There we go. Let's go down there. I'm going to quickly blast it. Okay, so I've got a little bit of yellow in here, so I'm going to have to add a little bit more because I've just blocked that on there. So let's just sort of fill in a few of the little gaps with a little bit of yellow. And that should bring it all together. I'm going to pop a little bit of gesso over the top of that. This is the fun thing about mixed media. You just keep adding until you feel like you've got it right. I think that's a little bit better. We can pop these on the back. Yes, I like that. Nice and different, isn't it? I'm going to have to quickly just dry that a little bit more. And what I think I might actually do, is that dry? I've got some gold watercolour in these little pots. It's my watercolour one that I normally use. Now let's just see. I'm going to add just a little bit of gold to these, just so we've got some little gold. Don't have, could do with a sort of like wax gold really to go over these, but this is going to be okay. Just a few little spots. Let's just pop a little bit of water in there. There we go. That looks nice. I quite like that. Oh, I could have used a gold pen, I suppose, couldn't I? I've gone over those as well. So if you wanted to add gold, whatever medium you sort of got, you could use. Put some of these, maybe I'll go to the middle of the flowers. Or little hydrangeas on there. Sparkle just a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, so I think that will do. Let's pop that to the side. Let's quick dry that. Okay, lovely. Now I think I'm going to go over that with a little bit more gesso on here. Just here, just. Okay. Put that down. That one, I like this one. This one is eggplant purple. This is a lovely one. Okay, let's take the gold off here. Quite like the marks actually of the pencil, look quite nice on here. Okay, now let's see, I'm going to just stick these on like that. Doesn't really matter, I'm just going to randomly stick them on, but I'm going to stick them on with the thicker glue, matte medium. Just pop a little bit on the back, like that. I'm not going to stick them all the way down. Does it really matter which way they go? I don't really think so. Stick that on. Just randomly, like that. Oops. Lovely. So they will dry. This matte medium, the thicker one, is really good for sticking things down. It goes pretty hard. So let's stick those on. I might actually go over this. Just go in the middle of these, I think. Just with a little bit of gold. Just that, so there's gold around it. Which I quite like. And a little bit along the edges. For a watercolour, this is really nice. It's very pigmented, the gold in here. It's actually better than some of my gold pens. I think sometimes doing a sort of border around your page looks nice. That brings it all together. Go down here. And we're doing for time. Oh, we're all right. We're good for time. Just along the edge, like that. Just a bit. Really should wait for the glue to dry. This one's stick down. I quite like this. A little bit different, a little bit messy, but not too bad. Quite nice using a little bit of the gold around here. Might need to go in with a little bit darker, I'm not sure. Let me just quickly dry that. And we'll have to get out one of the butterflies, won't tie that little sticker. So what I did on this one, I'm just going to add I'm not sure whether it really needs it, but I will add it anyway with the little word that says thankful if I can pick it up. We just have it down here like that. This is the sticker that I'd stuck, and I just stuck it on because I did think I stuck it onto some tissue paper because I thought maybe it would stick down better than actually putting the sticker onto the paper. So we shall see. A little bit of water on there. I think I will cut this out. I don't really want it as square. Maybe I'll just cut it around like that. Oops. Oops. Going to, let's just pop a little bit of ink around there. Hope it doesn't smudge everywhere. Let's take a little bit of the matte medium that's still on here. And let's just stick it down. I need the liquidy one here. The runnier one, should I say. Down a little bit better. I think the matte medium should stop that being so shiny. So let's see. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? This has got a little bit of pink on here. Quickly dry that. Let me see, which was it? This eggplant one that I liked, wasn't it? Let's just go around. And the little butterfly. Rather big brush to be doing this with. Let's get a little bit of yellow in there. go. I quite like that. Not my best, but it's another one, isn't it? Different. Keep practicing. Bring a little bit of yellow to this side. Let's get our little white, or our big white Posca pen out. Just add just a touch of the white around here. Little white dots that we normally do in between here. Now I'm going to leave it like that because I will ruin it otherwise, and I quite like that. I don't think I need any sort of black in there. This is still a little bit wet, but I do like that. I think it looks really, really nice. So there we go, guys, another quick little page on there to add to our art journal, and I think it looks really, really pretty. So there we go, guys. Thank you so, so much for joining me. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.